I'm Becky Howlett, co-founder of the Legal Burnout Solution. I'm an attorney and consultant in Kansas City, and my background and expertise are in federal Indian law and tribal law. Mindfulness programming in the legal community is something that's near and dear to my heart because I actually developed depression and anxiety for the first time while in law school. This depression and anxiety followed me as a young practicing attorney, and within just a few years of entering private practice, I was experiencing full-blown occupational burnout. After struggling with these mental health concerns for many years, I finally found some relief and strength through practicing meditation and mindfulness. And this process really inspired me to do an in-depth study and training of such techniques so I can ultimately become certified as a meditation teacher and share them with as many people as possible, but especially my colleagues in the legal community. For the past year and a half, I've actually been engaged as a student in a 550-hour comprehensive meditation teacher training through an amazing nonprofit called the Nature Center for Meditation. Now, as I mentioned, my journey with meditation and mindfulness really began because of these unmanaged mental health concerns, which originated in law school and then followed me as a young practicing attorney. So I just wanted to add a little color to my personal experience with burnout because so many of us, so many attorneys, are struggling with these exact same things that I was, but often suffering in silence. And that's actually a huge reason why Cindy and I launched this mindfulness initiative together, because we want to shine a big old spotlight onto these things so we can encourage and have these open conversations and dialogue about things like depression, anxiety, substance abuse, and suicide within the legal field. Yes, we all hear these stats, but we think it's time that individual attorneys and organizations open up and be honest about the struggles within ourselves so that we can really formulate solutions, because how are we ever going to do that if we don't acknowledge the problem? So this is personal, because I can guarantee you that we all know an attorney who is struggling with a substance abuse problem. It's just so common for attorneys and people in general to rely on substances, especially alcohol, to help cope with their stress. Well, here at the Legal Burnout Solution, we want to give you tools to help you de-stress and manage your anxiety and stressors, but tools that are going to lend themselves to a happy, healthy, and fulfilled lifestyle. So as I mentioned, within just a year or two of myself entering private practice, I was completely burnt out. Now, by way of background, I'm no slouch. I was actually valedictorian in my high school class. I graduated undergrad, Phi Beta Kappa with honors and 2 degrees despite switching my majors halfway through. And I also graduated law school with honors despite being clinically depressed and having a terrible relationship with alcohol. So I can hang in challenging environments and situations. But in a nutshell, I relied on the coping strategy of dealing, not feeling. So when I was experiencing burnout, I literally didn't do anything other than focus on work. I only prioritized my billable hours. That was pretty much all I cared about. I remember I would just come home from work during this period, turn on the TV, and just try to zone out, to detach, to literally not feel. I remember that at this point in my life, my favorite time of day was just on the verge of sleep, because I knew that that was the moment I was going to get some conscious relief from my reality. Think about that for a second. My favorite time of day was when I wasn't awake. That's just so sad. So while I was burnt out, my physical body also suffered immensely. I completely lost my appetite and I was quite literally wasting away. I remember going home for a funeral and my dad saying that I looked, quote, anorexic. And for anyone who knows me personally, you know how laughable that is because this girl likes to eat. But that just shows you the dire state I was in at the time. And I just remember saying right back to him, this is body by depression. I experienced a host of other burnout symptoms, but I just wanted to give a small taste of what it was like for me personally. And I hope that my story will resonate and inspire someone to take the necessary steps, do the work, and prioritize your physical and mental well-being. Please, if you are suffering, get the support you need, the support you deserve. It may not be easy, but I promise you it'll be so worth it. We're here at the Legal Burnout Solution, and we're here to help.